Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago, just a really crisp, clean effort, well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down.
They will run with Singletary. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
The USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets take over on offense.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. But he did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball's supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll throw right away. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. First down throw, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Singletary to get the drive started. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. The open man is Smith.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. No score after one on EA Sports. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. Jets sweep to start the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
37-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Buffalo set to get the football back here
and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
At the 21-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the second down throw on target, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
13 yards. And the Jets first down.
Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a pass pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Darnold to throw again. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Man open left side, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Throwing again is Darnold. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Again, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 27, Darnold. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? They're right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. 3rd down here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down, Jets.
Now Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there. Singletary again.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen's throw is complete, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanket in the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football. Forced the dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. That catch good for only a couple. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Darnold. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw, Darnold. This one caught left side by Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. That's caught by Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Jets.
Darnold on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd down and 10, Darnold looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. This
spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit. Had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 15. 2:15 remaining. Now it's Darnold. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Number 89. It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. So they decline the penalty. It seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Turn it up!
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.